I've seen this year in 2020, I've seen a student acquiring 9 job offers in my university, UEM Jaipur. A package of 40 lakhs was on offer in the campus for the students to be grabbed. Hello everyone, I am Professor Dr. Bishwajoy Chatterjee. I am the Vice Chancellor of University of Engineering and Management, UEM Jaipur. I am an engineer by profession and I have done my masters from Jadavpur University and then my PhD from National Institute of Technology, NIT, and a bit of research with National University of Singapore. I had done my previous video where I talked about students asking me questions that should they lose a year or they should take admission this year. I motivated them saying that if you have the option, please do not lose a year because study through online is possible. Then again, I'm coming across a lot of questions and I have faced a lot of questions that what is the advantage of studying engineering, or is studying engineering worth? I would like to again tell with 100% confidence to all admission seekers, students, the guardians, that if you are looking to opt for engineering, engineering has been a profession ever since the start of time to provide one of the largest number of jobs, whatever be the time. It has always provided a number of jobs more than any other field that I can remember, and engineering has been providing a lot of jobs of late also. And if you are talking about the current scenario, current situation, then nothing like engineering providing the maximum number of jobs till now. If you are thinking where are the sectors where engineering does provide job, I would like to say you firstly do remember the IT sector. You know, when we are talking about now about any sector providing a job, we generally categorize whether it's IT sector or it is a government sector or it is a core sector. I should not say government sector, I should say core sector. So IT sector and core sector. And then again in IT you can have the division of government or non-government, and then in core sector also you can have the division of government and non-government. But when you are firstly talking about the IT sector, be it government, be it non-government, then what is the profession that firstly comes to your mind? Definitely it's engineering. The maximum number of jobs given to the engineer are given to the engineers by this IT sector. Be it IT engineers, computer science engineers, electronics engineers, mechanical engineers, civil engineer, electrical engineer. See, the IT sector serves all domains. They serve the mechanical domain, they serve the mechanical purpose, they serve electrical domain, they serve electronics domain. So they need all sort of engineers to be recruited in the IT to know the topic, to know the product and accordingly perform. So all sort of engineers, whatever is the nature of engineering, are always recruited by the IT sector, which is one of the largest job providing sector in this entire world. So definitely this is a high opportunity for engineers to grab a job in the IT sector. Then if you are talking about the core sector, I have also seen people who often ask me, sir, should I drop out and prepare for government jobs as a whole? Like, should I stop studying, or maybe I study any sector, I go to any field, and my primary focus is studying for government jobs, preparing for government jobs? Again, I would like to remind you, if you are looking to work in the government, then engineering again has got an edge over any other field, be it government, be it anywhere. But in government, engineering again has got an edge. Why should I say? Why am I saying that engineering has got an edge? The simple reason is that in engineering, through engineering, you are capable of getting a job which is possible to be acquired by any other sector. If you are capable of getting that job, if as an engineer again you are capable of getting the same job. But as an engineer, you have got some extra opportunities, like you can be an assistant engineer, you can be a senior engineer, you can be a junior engineer, which are all designated fields of engineering in the government sector. So government sector has got that advantage, engineers have got that advantage for the government sector also. If I'm talking about my university point of view, I'm the Vice Chancellor of UEM Jaipur. I should tell that for the last 2 years, again, I have seen a tremendous boom in the engineering sector, and I've seen many students grabbing huge number of job offers. I have seen in my university in the last year in 2019, I have seen a student grabbing 7 job offers himself. One student acquiring 7 job offers. I have seen this year in 2020, I have seen a student acquiring 9 job offers in my university, UEM Jaipur. And apart from that, I have seen many students grabbing 6 job offers, 5 job offers, 4 job offers, innumerable number of job offers grabbed by a single student. A package of 40 lakhs was on offer in the campus for the students to be grabbed. That is the opportunity for an engineer. And if we are talking about the percentage, in 2019 in my university, UEM Jaipur, I have seen that 123.22% job was acquired by the student. Why am I coming to this figure of 123.22? Where from is this figure being deduced? The number of job offers, if you divide by the number of students, then it comes to this figure, because the number of job offers are much more than the number of students, as many students have grabbed more than 1 job offer. As I said, one student grabbing 9 job offers. This year till February 2020, students had acquired 97.39% of job offers already. That is, if you divide the number of job offers by the number of students, it comes to 97.39, and the chances are still there. Placements are continuing in full-fledged in the online mode. Right now, students are getting several offers to work from home also. The interviews are happening through Skype, through online. I've seen students getting job offers from Lancers and Council. I've seen students getting job offer from Wipro, from Capgemini. All these are happening during this situation of COVID-19, during this situation of lockdown. Students are getting these job offers to work from home. So there is a high opportunity of the students again getting a wonderful placement record, doing a wonderful placement record even for this 2020 year. That's the advantage of studying engineering. Students and guardians, I would also say, let us not forget. We have talked about many warriors. We have talked about the policemen. We have talked about the doctors. They are the great warriors of the country. They are fighting for this COVID-19. But please don't forget that the engineers are also some silent warriors. When you are sitting at your home enjoying a movie in your mobile TV, be it Netflix, be it Amazon Prime, you are watching the movie, don't forget that the engineers are working, have made these platforms ready for you to work upon, to have your life in some proper place. And the engineers are continuously fighting for all purposes. Say for example, in our country, if I talk about, we need several ventilators. We need a huge supply of ventilators. You have been seeing over news that so many institutes, engineering institutes, the engineers over there, the students, the researchers, the professors are working to provide the best quality ventilators in the cheapest of cost possible. This ventilator that you are seeing right now is a ventilator being designed by the researchers and the students of University of Engineering and Management, UEM Jaipur, where I am the Vice Chancellor. This is the ventilator, a low-cost ventilator that the students are designing so that they can produce it and they can provide it to the country at the cheapest cost possible. If you are talking about staying at your home, if you're talking about you're staying back home, you don't forget that the power engineers, the electrical engineers, they cannot stay at home. They are working day in and day out so that the power remains proper. There is no shortage of power in our country. They are continuously working hard. So the engineers are there to work hard again in this sector. If I'm talking about the factories to reopen, just imagine when this lockdown is over, when this COVID-19 situation is over, pandemic situation is over, when the factories reopen, you imagine the huge amount of pressure that will be there on the power engineers to again get the factories back to place. There will be a huge spike, there will be a huge thing. The power requirement will grow up so huge that the engineers will again need to work very, very hard to get it in place. And you don't forget that we will need so many high quality equipments in coming future to provide, to account for the speed to produce the things, produce the goods, the equipments in a speed which such that the time that is lost is make up for. Remember that we have lost a huge amount of time. Now we need to make up for that by producing things at a huge rate. So the factories will need several sort of things. This you are seeing right now on screen is developed by the engineers of university, my university, UEM Jaipur, where you see this is a conveyor belt being designed by the students, and the students are continuously, in our university students, electrical engineering students are continuously developing things which actually will account for this high speed that is needed by the industry in coming future. If you are talking about the mechanical engineers, don't forget, when we are talking about now, we are talking about the pollution being reduced. We are talking about the sky being more clear. Remember, we will all look forward towards electric vehicles, and we will look upon to the mechanical engineers to produce the electric vehicles in a huge scale. And in our university, UEM Jaipur, we are trying to convert several vehicles, this petrol diesel vehicles, to electric vehicles so that we can provide it at a low cost. Like this is an electric bike being developed by the student or have been developed by the students of UEM Jaipur. This bike, electric bike, you can switch it on to the electric mode, you can switch it to a diesel mode or a petrol mode also, but you can move it, you can run it in an electric mode. This is a bike, you can see the students have developed it, the mechanical engineering students have developed it. Civil engineers can never be short of jobs because you will always need to construct, you will need to construct buildings, you will need to construct factories, and if we need to increase the speed of production, factories will be needed to be constructed. So civil engineers will never be short of jobs. And let's not forget that if I combine all domains of engineering, be it electrical, be it mechanical, be it computer science, be it electronics, be it civil, all domains combined together, we can talk about robotics. If you are interested in seeing our robotics laboratory, University of Engineering and Management, UEM Jaipur students are working a lot in the robotics laboratory. If you are interested to have a look, you can see these products. You can see this is a humanoid robot being developed by the students. It can do all sort of operations. It can handshake, it can dance, it can exhibit different poses. This is a spider robot being developed by the students of UEM Jaipur. This robot moves like a spider. You can see it can be used for purposes of spying by reducing its size. You can see this particular thing is a prosthetic robotic hand. What it does is, when a person is not having a hand, suppose a person, I'm talking about medical again, in the medical field, a person is not having a hand, he can wear this prosthetic hand, and using the signals which might be present in the person but the hand is not there, then he can wear this robotic hand and get all the movements like this possible in his hand. This is a 3D printer. I can tell you 3D printer means, suppose this phone, this is a phone. This phone can be printed, not manufactured. So a 3D printer can print any object. So this is a 3D printer being developed by the students of UEM Jaipur. They have developed it in their laboratory at a very, very low cost, and they can print any object from this 3D printer. These are the products I was talking about, which is being developed by the students of UEM Jaipur. So once again, many teachers, many guardians, many students have asked me, sir, should I opt for UEM Jaipur as my choice to study engineering? I would say, if you would like to do that, you can definitely do. It is a good university. It has produced some very good engineers, produced some wonderful products. It is working for the industry. Right now, our students are working for industry also. They are developing some products to convert industry to Industry 4.0. This is a product you are seeing, which is actually, through this this is a part of industry being converted to Industry 4.0. You can see this machine is a welding machine which is generally controlled by human being. This is being converted to an automatic welding machine by our students for the industry. If you are interested, I've seen my students getting wonderful job offers, as I've said earlier, wonderful percentage of job offers, very good quality jobs they have got. They are producing wonderful things for the industry, they are producing wonderful things for the factory. You can definitely opt for it. You are seeing a wonderful video, a 3D view of our campus. This campus has got around 11 buildings, including the workshops. There is a mechanical workshop, there is an electrical workshop, and including the hostel blocks. There are around 11 buildings and the mess and everything. So you can see it's surrounded all over by the trees. It's a wonderful ambience that you find over there. Once you enter there, you find it's a Gurukul-like ambience, absolutely Gurukul-like ambience, surrounded by trees. It's a wonderful building, Gothic architecture building. Then you see the students continuously sitting here and there, using the Wi-Fi of the university and continuously surfing the internet, doing their project work, doing their studies. You always find this. An interesting thing is, being a hostel culture. In hostel, the wonderful thing is that you can always do group study. The students work together, they study in groups, and I can tell you, I stay in this university at often, and at several times I stay within the university premises. And when I get up even at 2 o'clock in the night, I can definitely see some students working in the workshop. So that is the beautiful thing about a hostel culture. The teachers stay within campus. Any student who wants to meet a teacher anytime, he is always free to go and meet the teacher, ask the teacher's question. So it's a wonderful culture. A teacher-student interaction is always there. A wonderful friendship is there between the students within the hostel. They enjoy their life. And don't forget, Jaipur is only 4 hours from Delhi. So the whole IT block, the core sectors who are residing over there in Delhi, they're always ready to come to Jaipur with a 4 hours drive. I would request all of you, if you're interested for this university, you can call up. You can see the number 9887313330. You can call up in this number, come down to the campus, or call up in this number and take admissions online. I invite all of you. Thank you very much for watching this. Thank you so much.